Imagine having so much money that you could buy anything you want, go anywhere you want, and never have to worry about a thing. Well, that's the reality for the women on this list. But don't worry, we're not going to spoil who's at the top just yet. First, we gotta start at the bottom and work our way up, so let's kick things off with lucky number 10, Abigail Johnson. Coming in hot at number 10 on our list of the richest women in America is none other than Abigail Johnson. This powerhouse lady is the CEO of a little company called Fidelity Investments. Yeah, you might have heard of it. With a net worth of $22 billion, Abigail is straight up loaded. I mean, can you even imagine having that much cash? I sure can't. But here's the thing, she didn't just stumble into this gig. Nope, Abigail actually controls a whopping 24.5% of Fidelity Investments. That's some serious pull right there. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so she's rich, big deal. But hold up, because Abigail ain't just sitting on her piles of money like a dragon. She's out there making a difference in the world. This billionaire boss is all about philanthropy. She's dropping dollars on causes left and right, making a real impact. But let's talk about the industries she's got her fingers in. I mean, with Fidelity Investments, you know she's deep in the financial game. But that's not all. Abigail's influence stretches far and wide. She's like the puppet master, pulling strings and making moves in all sorts of sectors. So how did she climb her way to the top of the rich list? Well, it probably doesn't hurt that she's part of the Johnson family dynasty. Her grandpa founded Fidelity back in 1946, and the company's been killing it ever since. But don't get it twisted, Abigail's no slouch. She's been grinding at Fidelity for over 3 decades, working her way up to the top spot. And when she's not busy running a massive corporation, Abigail's got her hands in all kinds of cool projects. She's on the board of directors for some seriously prestigious organizations like the Harvard Business School and the National Museum of American History. Plus, she's a member of the uber-exclusive Committee of 200, which is basically a club for the most powerful women in business. Iris Fontbona. Up next on our list of the richest women in America, we got Iris Fontbona clocking in at number 9. Now this lady's got some serious cash. I'm talking $23.2 billion. Wrap your head around that. So, how'd she make all that dough? Well, let me tell you. Iris is the widow of this guy named Andronico Luksic, and together they built up a massive mining empire called the Antofagasta Group. I mean, we're talking copper, molybdenum, the works. This company is a straight-up powerhouse in the mining world. But here's the thing about Iris. She ain't just sitting pretty on her piles of cash. Nope. This billionaire is all about giving back. She's a huge philanthropist, dropping serious dollars on all kinds of causes. I'm talking about education, health, you name it. Iris is out there making a difference with her wealth. Now, some people might just see her as the rich widow, but don't get it twisted. Iris is a boss in her own right. She's been running the show at Antofagasta since her husband passed away. And let me tell you, she knows what she's doing. Under her leadership, this mining giant has been crushing it. But it's not just about the business for Iris. She's also carrying on her late husband's legacy. Andronico was a real trailblazer in the mining industry, and Iris is making sure that his vision lives on. She's got her finger on the pulse of everything going on at Antofagasta, and she's steering this ship with a steady hand. So there you have it, people. Iris Fontbona, the 9th richest woman in America, with a net worth that'll make your jaw drop and a heart for giving back. She's definitely one to watch. But don't go thinking she's just some rich lady who got lucky. Nah, Iris is a force to be reckoned with in the business world, and she's out there making moves every single day. From mining to philanthropy, Iris Fontbona is leaving her mark on the world. And with $23.2 billion in the bank, you know she's got the resources to make some serious waves. So keep your eye on this one, folks. Something tells me we ain't seen nothing yet from the 9th richest woman in the good old US of A. But hey, we're just getting warmed up here. We've still got 8 more seriously wealthy women to talk about, and trust me, it's only going to get crazier from here. You thought $23.2 billion was a lot? Just wait till you see who's coming up next on this wild ride through the world of the richest ladies in the land. McKenzie Scott. McKenzie Scott, man. This woman is on a whole other level. She's not just rich, she's like stupid rich. I'm talking $25.3 billion in the bank. But here's the thing about McKenzie. She ain't just hoarding all that dough for herself. Nah, this lady is a straight-up philanthropist. She's out there making it rain on charities left and right. I mean, get this. She's given away a mind-blowing $14.4 billion. Can you even imagine? That's more than most people will see in a lifetime, and she's just handing it out like it's nothing. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so she's Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. Of course she's loaded. But don't get it twisted. McKenzie is a boss in her own right. She's an accomplished novelist, penning books that have been praised by critics all over. And when it comes to philanthropy, she's got a vision. McKenzie is all about supporting causes that matter. She's dropping dollars on education, fighting poverty, and promoting equality. This woman is using her wealth to make a real difference in the world, and that's something we can all respect. But let's talk about how she got here. Obviously, being married to the guy who founded Amazon didn't hurt. But even after the divorce, McKenzie emerged as a force to be reckoned with. She walked away with a 4% stake in the company, which translates to some serious coin. And you know what? She deserves every penny. McKenzie was there from the beginning, supporting Jeff as he built Amazon into the behemoth it is today. She played a crucial role in the company's success, and now she's reaping the rewards. But McKenzie isn't just sitting back and living the high life. She's actively involved in shaping the future. She signed the Giving Pledge, committing to donating the majority of her wealth to charity. And she's not just writing checks. She's getting her hands dirty, working with organizations on the ground to make a real impact. So there you have it, folks. McKenzie Scott, the 8th richest woman in America, with a net worth that'll make your head spin and a heart of gold. She's proof that wealth and generosity can go hand in hand. And who knows what she'll do next? One thing's for sure, with McKenzie on the case, the world is about to get a whole lot better. But hey, we can't spend all day talking about McKenzie as much as I'd love to. We've got more groundbreaking women to cover on this wild ride through the world of the filthy rich. Suzanne Klatten, this German heiress, is straight up loaded with a net worth of $28 billion. So how'd Suzanne get her hands on all that cash? Well, let me tell you, she inherited stakes in a little company called BMW. Maybe you've heard of it? Oh, and she's also got a chunk of Altana, a pharmaceutical and chemical giant. No big deal, just casually owning pieces of two massive corporations. But here's the thing about Suzanne. She's not exactly shouting her wealth from the rooftops. Nah, this lady keeps it on the down low. She's got a seriously private lifestyle, and you won't catch her flaunting her billions all over the place. But don't let that fool you. Suzanne is a boss when it comes to managing her inherited wealth. She's not just sitting pretty on her piles of cash. She's out there making moves and keeping those companies at the top of their game. I mean, think about it. BMW, Altana, those are some heavy-hitting industries right there. And Suzanne's got her fingers in both of those pies. Talk about diversifying your portfolio, am I right? Now, some people might just see Suzanne as a lucky heiress who got handed a bunch of money, but that's not giving her enough credit. This woman knows her stuff when it comes to business. She's been serving on the supervisory board of BMW since 1997, and she's been the deputy chairwoman of Altana's supervisory board since 2006. That's some serious experience right there. And let's not forget about her education. Suzanne's got a degree in business finance, so she's not just winging it when it comes to managing her wealth. She's got the skills to pay the bills and then some. But even with all her billions, Suzanne keeps a tight lid on her personal life. She's not one for the spotlight, and she rarely gives interviews or makes public appearances. I guess when you're that rich, you can afford to be a little mysterious. Gina Reinhardt. From the land down under, we've got a mining magnate who's been making some serious waves. I'm talking about none other than Gina Reinhardt, the 6th richest woman in America with a jaw-dropping net worth of $28.5 billion. Yeah, you heard that right, folks. So how'd Gina make all that dough? Well, let me tell you. She's the head honcho over at Hancock Prospecting, a mining company that's been crushing it in the industry. We're talking iron ore, coal, you name it. Gina's got her hands in all the right pies. But here's the thing, Gina's not just a one-trick pony. Nah, this billionaire's got a whole empire going on. She's also the proud owner of some seriously swanky cattle properties. I mean, we're talking prime real estate here, folks. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so she's rich. Big whoop. But let me tell you, Gina knows how to live it up. She's got a lifestyle that'll make your head spin. We're talking luxury yachts, private jets, the works. This woman knows how to enjoy her hard-earned cash. But here's the kicker. Gina's not just in it for herself. She's also a big-time philanthropist, dropping serious dollars on all kinds of causes. Education, healthcare, you name it. Gina's out there making a difference with her wealth. And let's not forget about her impact on the mining industry. Gina's been a trailblazer in in the field, paving the way for other women to make their mark. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty and get down to business, and that's something we can all respect. But it hasn't always been smooth sailing for Gina. She's had her fair share of family drama, with public spats and legal battles making headlines. But you know what? Gina keeps on keeping on. She's not about to let a little family feud get in the way of her success. Miriam Adelson. All right, folks, we've made it to the top 5, and coming in at number 5 is none other than Miriam Adelson. This woman's got a story that'll make your head spin. She inherited a massive fortune from her late husband, Sheldon Adelson, and we're talking serious cash here. I'm talking $35.6 billion, folks. That's a billion with a B, but Miriam ain't just sitting pretty on all that dough. Nah, she's out there making moves and shaking things up in the world of politics. You see, Miriam's a big-time political donor, dropping serious coin on candidates and causes she believes in. When she puts her money behind something, people take notice. And let's not forget about the empire she inherited. Sheldon Adelson was the man behind Las Vegas Sands, one of the biggest players in the casino and hospitality game. And now, Miriam's at the helm of that ship. She's got her finger on the pulse of the industry, and she's not afraid to make bold moves. But here's the thing, Miriam's influence goes way beyond just casinos and politics. She's a force to be reckoned with in the world of philanthropy too. She's been known to give back in a big way, supporting causes that are close to her heart. Now, some people might look at Miriam and just see a wealthy widow, but that's not giving her enough credit. This woman is a savvy businesswoman in her own right. She knows how to navigate the complex world of high-stakes politics and cutthroat industries like a boss. And let's be real, inheriting $35.6 billion is no small feat. Miriam's got a responsibility to manage that wealth wisely, and from the looks of it, she's been crushing it on that front. She's not just blowing her cash on frivolous things, she's using it to make a real impact. But don't go thinking Miriam's all business all the time. Nah, this woman knows how to live it up too. With a net worth like that, you better believe she's got a lifestyle that most of us can only dream of. We're talking mansions, private jets, and the works. Jacqueline Mars. Get ready to have your mind blown by the next billionaire babe on our list. We've got none other than Jacqueline Mars, the heiress to the Mars Inc. empire. Yeah, you know the one. They're responsible for all your favorite chocolates and candies. We're talking M&Ms, Snickers, Twix, you name it. If it's been satisfying your sweet tooth cravings, chances are Jacqueline's got her fingers in that sugary pie. But here's the thing, Jacqueline ain't just living off her family's legacy. Nah, this woman's got a net worth of $38.3 billion, and she's not just sitting pretty on all that cash either. Jacqueline's out there making moves in the arts and equestrian world too. That's right, when she's not busy being a candy queen, Jacqueline's got a serious passion for all things artistic and horse-related. She's been known to drop some serious coin on supporting the arts, and she's a fixture in the equestrian community. I mean, hey, when you've got billions to spare, why not invest in the things you love, right? But don't go thinking Jacqueline's just some rich lady with fancy hobbies. Nah, this woman's got a serious impact on the food industry too. Mars Inc. is a heavyweight in the game, and Jacqueline's influence can be felt far and wide. I mean, think about it. When's the last time you went to the grocery store and didn't see a Mars product on the shelves? Exactly. And let's not forget about Jacqueline's philanthropic side. With great wealth comes great responsibility, and this billionaire babe takes that seriously. She's been known to give back in a big way, supporting causes near and dear to her heart. So there you have it, folks. Jacqueline Mars, the 4th richest woman in America, a candy empire heiress with a net worth that'll make your head spin, a passion for the arts and horses, and an influence on the food industry that can't be ignored. Plus, a heart for giving back that's just as impressive as her bank account. But hey, we're not done yet. We've still got 3 more jaw-dropping billionaire women to cover, and trust me, you're not going to want to miss them. Alice Walton, the Walmart heiress herself. Yeah, you heard that right. Walmart, the retail giant that's been dominating the game for decades. And Alice, she's sitting pretty with a net worth of $57.4 billion. But here's the thing, Alice ain't just living off her family's success. Nah, this woman's got a passion that's all her own, and it's taking the art world by storm. You see, Alice is a serious art collector, and when I say serious, I mean she's dropping some serious cash on her collection. We're talking millions upon millions of dollars, all spent on acquiring the most sought-after pieces from around the globe. And it's not just about the money for Alice. This woman's got a real eye for art, and she's using her collection to make a difference in the world. She's been known to donate pieces to museums and galleries, sharing her love of art with the masses. I mean, when you've got billions to spare, why not spread the wealth and enrich people's lives in the process, right? But Alice's influence doesn't stop there. Let's not forget about the retail industry, folks. As a Walmart heiress, Alice has had a front row seat to the company's meteoric rise over the years, and while she may not be as hands-on as some of her family members, her impact can still be felt far and wide. I mean, think about it. When's the last time you went shopping and didn't end up at a Walmart at some point? Exactly. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Sure, Alice is rich and she loves art, but what about her philanthropic side? Well, let me tell you, this billionaire babe is no slouch when it comes to giving back. She's been known to support causes near and dear to her heart, using her wealth and influence to make a real difference in people's lives. Julia Koch. Coming in at number 2, we've got Julia Koch, the widow of the one and only David Koch. Yeah, you know the name. Koch Industries, the massive conglomerate that's been making big moves in everything from energy to manufacturing. And Julia, she's sitting pretty with a net worth of $59 billion. But here's the thing, Julia ain't just living off her late husband's success. Nah, this woman's been making waves in the world of philanthropy, dropping some serious cash on cultural institutions that are near and dear to her heart. We're talking millions upon millions of dollars, all spent on supporting the arts and keeping our cultural heritage alive. And let's not forget about the family business. With David gone, Julia's stepped up to the plate to make sure Koch Industries keeps on thriving. It ain't easy filling those shoes, but Julia's got the smarts and the drive to keep the empire growing. I mean, when you're dealing with a company that's got its fingers in everything from oil to agriculture, you gotta have a steady hand at the helm. But Julia's influence doesn't stop there. As one of the richest women in the world, she's got the power to make a real difference in people's lives, and she's not afraid to use it. Julia's been known to support causes that matter to her, whether it's education, the environment, or just lending a helping hand to those in need. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Sure, Julia's rich and she gives a lot of money away, but what's she really like? Well, let me tell you, this woman's got class. She's not one to flaunt her wealth or make a big show of things. Nah, Julia's all about keeping it low-key and focusing on what really matters: her family, her philanthropy, and keeping the Koch legacy alive. So there you have it, folks. Julia Koch, the second richest woman in America, a billionaire philanthropist with a heart of gold, a steady hand at the helm of a massive empire, and a commitment to making the world a better place. It's no wonder she's made it this far on our list of top billionaire women. But hey, we're not done yet. We've still got one more incredible woman to cover, and trust me, you're not gonna want to miss her. Francois Bettencourt Meyers. All right, folks, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The grand reveal of the richest woman in America. Drum roll, please. It's none other than Francoise Bettencourt Meyers, the French heiress to the L'Oreal empire. And let me tell you, this woman's net worth is enough to make your head spin. A whopping $79.3 billion. Francoise ain't just sitting pretty on all that cash. Nah, this boss babe is out there making moves and investing in all kinds of scientific and cultural projects. She's got her fingers in everything from cutting-edge research to the arts, and she's not afraid to put her money where her mouth is. And let's not forget about the family business. As the heiress to L'Oreal, Francoise has got some serious influence in the beauty and cosmetics industry. I mean, think about it. When's the last time you walked into a drugstore and didn't see a L'Oreal product on the shelves? Exactly. This woman's empire is everywhere, and she's the one pulling the strings. But Francoise ain't just about making money and looking good. Nah, this billionaire babe has got a heart of gold too. She's known for her massive philanthropic efforts, dropping serious cash on causes that matter to her. We're talking millions upon millions of dollars, all spent on making the world a better place. And you know what? It's working. Francoise's influence can be felt far and wide, from the labs where groundbreaking research is happening to the communities that benefit from her generosity. She's a force to be reckoned with, and she's using her power for good. Now I know what you might be thinking. Sure, Francoise is rich and successful, but what's she really like? Well, let me tell you, this woman is all class. She's not one to flaunt her wealth or make a big show of things. Nah, Francoise is all about keeping it low-key and focusing on what really matters: her family, her philanthropy, and keeping the L'Oreal legacy alive. But don't let her understated style fool you. Francoise is a boss through and through, and she's not afraid to take risks and make big moves when it counts. I mean, you don't get to be the richest woman in America by playing it safe, right? So there you have it, folks. Francoise Bettencourt Meyers, the richest woman in America. A French heiress with a net worth that'll make your jaw drop, a heart of gold, and a business empire that just won't quit. She's the definition of a power woman, and she's showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon.